Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The 49ers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Sam Houston's offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Brown. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds his man, it's Burns. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. He wants to throw it again. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down. And some room to work. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Reed. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Charlotte 49ers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day.
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The option look. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Austin. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the 49ers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Charlotte! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And the Bearcats in the hurry up. He's looking to pass. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. That's reeled in. It's Nicholas. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Grabbed behind the line. It's Austin. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The 49ers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the 49ers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They want to get this defense on its heels. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Burns. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Split backs here. Gets the back moving. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. All right, guys, let's talk about Sharp. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough at this level. That's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
The 49ers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Off play action on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistent.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Charlotte. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Makuba. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard.
There he goes. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Gain of 8
The Bearcats want to move quickly.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Burns. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On target over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And first down for the offense.
Just keeps slinging it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Catch in the middle. It's Black. Smashes through the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quick spin on the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the option. Got room to work. Got the first down and more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Grab near the marker. It's Austin. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And off from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
The give on the option. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air, it's Harrell. And his throw is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flips it out on the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the 49ers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over SMU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out. It's Makuba. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To throw, it's Harrell. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
That's another Charlotte.
That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Running to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The 49ers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Finds a little space. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burns.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finding an escape route. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Plows through the defense. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, I love that play by the defense. They're hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Zips it out to his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical tackle, get an extra lick on that QB.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Harrell. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
On the
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll leave it with him. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered,